What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right, hope everyone's doing well. Overnight session, real quick, guys. We did see a nice gap up on SPY up to that 475 area. Key level is going to be 475.15 for me to the upside. We did fall back down. Now we're sitting at this key level at 473.86 on SPY. So just to give a little bit of context to where we're at, EMAs are starting to get tight. So we are seeing a little bit of a reversal pattern put in from the highs in pre-market. We came back down and we kind of bounced off of the 200 EMA on SPY. We bounced off of a key level here on QQQ at 405.50. Qs are looking good. Apple's trying to bounce and push back up. So I just want to give some context of where we're at right now and what's going on. So a couple names on the watch list. Let's jump into those. I think we're going to have some really good plays today. So the first one is Netflix, right? We talked about this one earlier in the week. It's got an inside bar on the daily right now. I think Citi kind of jacked up the momentum that we had there when they came out with that report yesterday. I really think Netflix would have seen that move over 485 yesterday if it wasn't for the report and we gapped down. And then we saw a nice recovery during the day. So focus for me on Netflix is going to be waiting until we can get a move over 485, or if we can catch a trend early and then be in the trend before we break 485 and see an explosive move. That'll be icing on the cake for me. So that's the first look at Netflix. Microsoft, I did swing the 380 calls on Microsoft from yesterday. They should be up slightly here at open, and then what we need to see is if we can hold 375 for a 380 push. So if we go down to the 5-minute chart, we are making lower lows, lower highs on this name. I might trim a few at open depending on where we're at from a contract perspective. But I do think if you look at the daily time frame, that this thing is set up to have a much bigger move than what we saw just from yesterday. I posted the daily chart there in the watch list channel. The way I like to play these daily breakouts, guys, is when we get a daily candle close over level that we haven't seen a daily candle close over 375.43 since November 30th. This is the highest daily candle close yesterday that we've gotten on Microsoft since the end of November. So I'm looking for continuation. We're currently sitting at 376.70 in pre-market right now, and we are in the 380 calls. Swinging the rest that we have. Coin and Mara. Last night, I know the ETF news was supposedly from a hacked SEC account, but I really do think this is going to be a gift buy opportunity on these names. And I could be totally wrong, and I'll own it. I'm not going to delete any tweets if that happens. But I think we're going to see some buyers step into these miners. I don't think it's an opening drive play for me, but I do think that it's one that I'll watch today to see if we get a recovery bounce on Coin, Mara, things like that. Mara is pretty coiled on the hourly time frame. Now, it could be a easy short opportunity, a nice layup here on the hourly time frame if we lose pre-market low all the way down to 22. So I'll be watching Mara to see if we break pre-market low. If we do, then we can get short. But I'm not interested in shorting this name based on what happened yesterday. The last name that I think is going to be absolutely explosive, guys, and I think we could see a huge move, and I think that these contracts could go absolutely ballistic going into the end of the week, is going to be Costco. If you look at the daily time frame, guys, this thing is set up to it's explosive right now. We haven't been able to get a daily candle close over. I've got 667.54 is my key level here. We're currently sitting at 667.26 right now. If we break this, we're going to go into price exploration mode on Costco. And I think Costco is going to see a massive, massive move to the upside. So that's what I'm going to be watching going into the open. Those are kind of the four names that I'm watching. QQQ, again, we traded this one the last 4 days in a row. I don't know that we're going to have a fifth day in a row of smacking this name around a little bit, but I really do like the fact that we bounced off of 405.50. Assuming we can hold that, we could look for a similar move to happen that we got yesterday when we broke over 405.50. We came back, we retested on the 5-minute, and then we went all the way to 406.69. So keep your eyes on QQQ. Upside target for me first would be that 406.69, which is high of day from yesterday. And then over that, a dollar upside move to the pre-market high at 407.63. So that's what I'm watching going into the open. Anyone have any other chart requests or things you're looking at, let me know, and I can take a look. Looks like AMD. Sean, let's look at AMD. Let's take a look down real quick. Yeah, AMD looks good, Sean. I think if we can break out of 151.27 is my key level. The high on the daily is December 29th, 151.05. Recent high, if we can break that, we've got room to 157.81. Visa, Carl. Yeah, Visa hit all-time highs yesterday. So it's kind of going into price expiration mode. This is where like I don't really know how to trade this one because we're already at all-time highs, so we don't have like a lot of price expiration to get to. Costco is my favorite when we talk about all-time highs right now. PDD. Yeah, PDD looks good. Swaggy. 151 break. Yeah, Costco's getting that move. Costco might be the move at open, guys. IWM. Yeah, I don't see on IWM. That chart doesn't excite me too much. I don't see like I think that there's better technicals on to play. Yeah, Procter and Gamble looks good for sure. Potentially for a move back up to 152. Yeah, Costco is yeah, Matt, I'm looking at Costco weeklies. They sold it right back down here. So be careful with Costco because you'll get these types of moves, right? You'll get like that move up to 669.38 and now we're back down to 667. So this name will skip around a lot, but I am going to look at weeklies. If we catch this move on Costco, it's going to be huge. We're getting EMA crosses too on SPY here. Netflix could be a really nice opening drive play. Citigroup is selling. It's got a nice daily trend, Jay. I would just play that daily trend that you see right here. Yeah, Costco, I mean, technically it's got like a double top on the daily, right? But we're breaking out of it right now. Big Al. Costco might get 670 here in the open. We'll see. That's why I think the 690s make a lot of sense. Apple just got a sell candle. But yeah, that's what I'm watching going into the open here. Minute 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds on opening bell here. What's up, Flo? Please don't try and front run like Netflix. Wait for that 485 break. What did the I'm wondering what the 690s closed that on Costco yesterday. 690s might be a little too aggressive. Maybe the 680s is what we could look at. They closed at 55 yesterday. Yeah, Big Al, I agree. 676, somewhere in there. Meta with a really nice move, guys. Watch Meta over 361. That's an explosive play. I'm looking at 680s on Costco right at open. 5 seconds into the bell. They're going to be spready right at open, so you got to give it a little bit to tighten from a spread perspective. All right, I got filled on Costco, guys. 680s on Costco. Microsoft's at 120%. There goes Costco. 35% on Costco now, 680s. Insane on Costco, guys. 680s just exploded. %50 on Costco. 150% on Walmart, or not Walmart, Microsoft. God, too many tickers going on here. Microsoft is exploding, guys. 180% on Microsoft. So we just got 55% on Costco, 180% on Microsoft. Watch Netflix too. If Netflix breaks 485 here, this is going to be huge on Netflix. And I'll grab Netflix too. I told you guys Microsoft was ready. Waiting for Netflix, and then I'm going to get in Netflix. But I'm waiting. Not yet. It's not ready yet. Make sure you guys aren't chasing. Like I said, don't chase Costco. If you didn't get filled when I said I got filled on 680s, don't try and chase it. They went 55%. Nvidia is exploding. $210 now on Microsoft, guys. If anyone swung the 380s with me. I feel like that was a nice layup on Microsoft. Kind of gave us a gift there. Yeah, Martin, I said the play was long on QQQ as long as we held 405.50. We're $1.40 out of the money on the Microsoft calls, guys. 225% now. Eyes on Netflix. There goes Netflix, guys. That's the trigger on Netflix. Five-minute candle close over 485. That's the go trigger. Yeah, others are going to call this move fake. Meta would have moved over 361. All right, I got filled at $1, guys, on the Netflix. 500 calls. $250% now on Microsoft. 270%. $20 on Netflix now. On the 500s. $280% on Microsoft. Guys, that was a layup all across the board. Meta, layup over 361. Microsoft, layup. Netflix, layup. Costco, back to 50% now on Costco. Costco might start skipping. There we go. 60% on Costco now. $290% on Microsoft. Guys, what? I mean, could you ask for a better day? 8 minutes into the day, 300% trade on Microsoft now. 60% trade on Costco. Netflix went 20%. I mean, yeah, everyone calls our days fake. $70 on Costco now. $85 Costco. $95 Costco. Netflix wicked me out too, guys. Just Costco and Microsoft now. $680s might go insane if we swing these. SPY, really nice rejection at 475.15, right? Key level. So I tell you guys all the time, make sure you have your levels marked. Yeah, that was nasty on Netflix. Was there news on Netflix? Appreciate that, Swaggy. Costco wants more, guys. It hasn't shown a red candle yet. If Microsoft breaks highs, guys, the 380s are going in the money. There it goes. 310% now on the 380 calls. $350 now on Microsoft. And we're in the money now on 380s, and we still have 2 days to expiration. I told you guys, don't sleep on these daily setups. The daily setups, in my opinion, are really how you can gap your account. $9.43 and pretty much done for the day. Yeah, if you guys limit sell on Netflix when we were selling that hard, if you put a limit sell in, it's probably gonna take a while to sell. So when you see it selling hard like that, make sure you put your limit sell past the bid. That way it guarantees you to get filled. Costco wants more though. Maybe 675 on Costco. I'll show you guys in Houston because some of you guys I see they're saying it are I'll show you how to do that in Houston, the way to handle that. And I'll record a video on the phone too for you guys. Let's go, ready to retire. That was dirty on Netflix. There's no reason Netflix should be doing that. Everything else is absolutely ripping face, and Netflix does that. Microsoft, no reason to sell if you're in calls based on candles. Costco, no reason to sell. One red candle. That's what I'm thinking, Drew. Right? I'm thinking 385 on Microsoft. Again, though, SPY rejected at 475.15. SPY's a little bit stronger right now than QQQ. Hopefully you guys see what can happen when you pick and choose your spots. When you take A+ setups versus you know, weak setups, it makes it a lot easier to grow your account. That's just wrong on Netflix though. When I saw the Netflix candles sell down like that, that's when I sold mine. So I can tell you guys what my fill when I bought. My fill was $1. I scaled. Where did I scale at? Here we go. Fill was $1. I scaled some at $1.20 for 20%, and then I got filled on the rest at $80. So ended up being like a break even trade for me on Netflix. Yeah, Costco's at VWAP now. If we can't hold VWAP, I'm gonna bounce out of Costco. Nice hold there. 45% on Costco. Microsoft back to 300% here. Nice bounce on Nvidia too. AMD might go lower. Yeah, I mean it's just straight red candles. But this is a bounce on AMD right here. If the semiconductors like Nvidia are gonna bounce, I think AMD could bounce here too. Back to 55% on Costco. Preliminary inventories, I think, are in 10 minutes. Wholesale inventory. Those of you guys on YouTube stream, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream and subscribing to the channel, it would help me out. As I'm getting ready to go into YouTube. Yeah, 57 watching. Hope we can get like 50 likes on it. Appreciate you, Sigma Wolf. All right, guys, I'm out of my Microsoft swing. Market selling. Still in Costco. I'll stay in Costco until we lose VWAP, which we just did. Costco's just sitting right, or not Costco. QQQ sitting right at support. Let's see what wholesale inventories say, but 405.50 is a support level on QQQ. Huge wick on Microsoft there. Yeah, Tesla's selling Big Al. Yeah, only 33 likes and 59 watches. There's some people not liking it. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We'll spread the word of what we're doing at Alpine. That's insane, Keo. If Qs break 405.50, guys, we could see a nice sell. This is the bounce spot on Qs, though. It's 407. Calls are only $47 right now. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Supply and demand traders would probably grab QQQ calls here, guys. I don't want to take anything myself. We've had a nice open on Microsoft. Netflix was a pain, but Costco played exactly how we wanted it to. I want to wait until wholesale inventory numbers come out. I don't want to guess and just get ran over by data. So let's just, for me personally, I just want to wait. No point. In my opinion. We don't need to be a hero. Those of you in the accelerator program, we'll talk about swing trading too. For some of you guys that don't want to day trade every single day, we're actually going to have a couple swing class sessions where how to pick your strikes, how to look for stuff, things like that. Because I know not everyone can be on the screens all day long. And swing trading is really great if you have like an IRA account, Roth IRA or whatever that you want to trade. You can swing options on that one, longer dated, as it's a retirement account. Yep, leaps for sure. I'm going to bring in, I've got some really cool guest speakers that are coming in and talk to you guys in that accelerator group. Told you, here's the bounce on QQQ. I just don't want to play hero. But yeah, accelerate. It's going to be dope. It's if you plan on being an outline for 6 months, it pays for itself really. If you want year-long mentorship with me and the group. Nice 40-cent bounce here. 1 minute going into data. I wonder if NVIDIA explodes off this data. Dang, those QQQ calls are now $56 a contract. $60 a contract. Sheesh. NVIDIA is like, contracts are juiced. I've got a big support level and pre-market low, right? But I have a big level right here, Simon. Here, I'll drop this in chat for you. Man, I can't believe I got out of my Microsoft 380s. That one might come back to haunt me if we rip here. They're back in the money. Yeah, Microsoft is about to break highs. Yep, Martin, data's out. It came in as expected. We saw it exploding, Vinny, but I don't think anyone actually traded it. That was a huge key level break, 160.71. All right, here's a breakdown on tech. Be careful, guys, if you're long here. We just broke a huge support level on QQQ. AMD might make a new low. $405.54 is my key level here on QQQ. So I'm watching it right down here in the bottom left of my screen. $25 seconds to go on the candle. Got an EMA crossover to the downside as well. We just got a sell signal on Alpine Algo too on QQQ. There we go. I took the QQQ 403 puts. SPY, if we lose 473.86, it'll be a nice move down. We just need to see if SPY is going to be able to break 473.86. QQQ's right at entry here. I think you can do 0 DT on Robinhood. At least I thought you could. I don't trade on. I use Webull, but I thought you could do 0 days. New high on Meta. I'm gonna let this candle play out, and then I'll probably get out of Qs if this candle ends up right here where it's at. Tell them you want to open up a cash account, you dev. Cash account's the way to go. $50 on this 5-minute candle. If we close under 405.50, I'm staying in Qs. I'm gonna trust the algo, trust my levels here. We'll see what we get. 405.58 right now is where we're sitting. $20 here. Ziggy coming in clutch. Get Robinhood trying to be like helpful broker to make sure you don't get ran over on 0 days. They don't even show you the zeros. All right, guys, I got stopped on QQQ. Those bastards, man. They just stopped me, and now they're going to pull it back down. Microsoft looks really good. I can't believe I got out of the 380s. Microsoft is exploding, guys. Hindsight, I should have gotten long on QQQ. We talked about it, right? The $407 a contract, and I thought we were getting a level break on tech to pull down, but it is what it is. New highs on Walmart. Costco back over VWAP, by the way. Yeah, but I was going against the trend, Vinny. So that's why I didn't want to play upside from that level. Here we go. Now QQQ's jumping. NVIDIA May 700 calls. Oracle just said. That's crazy. Blake, IWM, a good buy. It's at a key level, but we're in a downtrend. IWM's making lower lows and lower highs. So I would wait for that trend to break. Once that trend breaks and we get trend structure to the upside, then I think it would be a good buy. Yeah, there goes NVIDIA again. We talked about it hitting 550 this week. May. May. That's what I'm saying. Every day the NVIDIA dip gets bought. That's crazy, Keo. Yeah, I think tech can go again. Opening drive plays a different Tyler for sure, because then you're done in like the first 2 minutes of the day. Hey, you guys in the UK, what do you guys use to trade with? What broker do you guys use? Yeah. Cheers, Martin. Martin is looking to figure out what broker to use. Okay. I told him I thought IBKR. Microsoft about to make a new high of day, by the way. New highs on Microsoft. Let's get some Bill Gates AI news. There we go on Microsoft. Let's get a push. Those Microsoft 380s are now 320 from 61 entry. 430%. I will not be on voice tomorrow, Rabid Skunk. I'm not sure if Swaggy will be on or Vinny or Jira. I'll be traveling in the morning, so I won't be able to be on. Maybe we can get Wags on for you guys. T-Fan, really, man? If you guys are coming to Houston, I would just recommend bringing whatever you trade with. If you want to bring your laptop, your phone, notepad, pencil, pencil, paper. Nah, it's like whatever you guys want. You don't need to bring anything at all. We're gonna just be hanging out trading. Notebook and pen, like if you want to like jot down some notes or if you want to type them down on your phone or whatever. But everything, we're gonna record everything too, so don't feel like you have to do everything like that. But yeah. Oh, Kio's gonna get on voice. All right, let's do it. 15% guys on the Microsoft 390s now. They popped 23% earlier, but I'm still holding because I think these things have a big way to go. %30 now, guys, on the 390s. We might consolidate a little bit before CPI, Matt. We'll see what happens. $8:30 a.m. tomorrow Eastern. An hour before market open. Coin over 147. Yeah, coin just took VWAP LT. So now what I'd be targeting is a move back to opening print on coin, like 148.80 area, 149. Bitcoin to 100K this year. That's my hot take. I called coin to 150, 160 area. We hit it. Bitcoin to 100K. Another hot take. Keo, you want to run up the Alpine TikTok? Start making a ton of money and dancing and go viral with it. Bro, I hate using TikTok because I just don't know how to. I know that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to use it. Like, I can grow a Twitter account, but I can't grow a TikTok. Is just like, maybe you can teach me tomorrow, Guppy. Dope, T-Fan. That's what I'm saying. I see some of these kids post like a video of them playing a video game, like mindlessly playing something. They get like 20,000 views. Then you post a video like showing someone how to actually make money, and it gets like 200 views. Anyone going to Houston? Guppy's doing a dude war shoot for any of the men coming. Will's coordinating the shoot. Guppy's going to be shooting it. And I didn't say boudoir. I said boudoir. That would be hilarious. The men of Alpine. That actually would be pretty sick. Here's your poster boy for February. It's none other than Swaggy. Yeah, Netflix is losing support there. Good eyes on that. Ty. Bro, they're waiting for you. They want you to do the dance. Those Microsoft calls are now 365. 500% trade on Microsoft if anyone swung those. Is anyone still in those? The 380s that we took, that we swung? If you are, you're getting paid. Sitting up 33% on the 390s right now. Lambo, next level I have, man, is really like 384. Look at the daily chart. Why do you guys think I pay so much attention to daily consolidation patterns? Right? That's exactly why. When you get a stick like that, you get yesterday's candle close out of consolidation. We gap up today and we gap and go on Microsoft. That's exactly, that's a beautiful pattern. CELH, Robert, it's consolidating. I'll show you right here on this. We got a consolidation pattern on CELH. Hasn't broke out yet. 40% now on Microsoft 390s, guys. So we took the 380s, 350%. Now we're pushing 40% on the 390 calls that we rolled up into. And we could swing these into tomorrow too. 45% now. Could be another 300% swing tomorrow if Microsoft keeps going. Oh, sweet, Abe. I'm glad you liked it. I got to put some new content out there when we get back. I'm going to put content up. I've got this new device in the studio where I can actually plug it into the computer, and you guys can see me on the screen, but then you can also see my phone, what I'm doing on my phone on the video. So I'll be able to show you guys how I actually buy and sell options on my phone for those of you that are mobile traders. New highs on Qs, 407. Qs are exploding now. What are those 407 calls at that I mentioned? I had them at $48 a contract is what I was looking at them at. 100% move. They're at almost $90 a con now. Nice work, Seeger. NVIDIA new highs. Seeger, I don't really have anything now, brother, until 407.63 pre-market high. MongoDB lamp, man. Look at coin. Yeah, that's a huge V-shaped recovery on Mongo. I'll be right back, guys. MongoDB new high. SPY got smacked, guys, right at that 475 level. So I think if we want to see upside, we got to get this 475.15 level out of the way. Whoa, big UPST volume. Big level too, though. NVIDIA is starting to really break out in trend. That's big volume on UPST. 500,000 shares. $8:30 a.m. swag. For the miners, I think you have to play leaps, to be honest with you, because it might be a sell the news. I can't tell if that was sell the news or if they sold it because of the fake report. Yeah, nice breakout on UPST. Good call on that, Rod. If SPY can just break out of this 475.15 area, I think you're going to see Meta hit 370. I think we'll see NVIDIA push over towards 550. I'll go fired short on QQQ, and it was I stopped out on QQQ, but it fired long on Microsoft that opened this morning. So yeah, wish it would have worked on Qs. Here's the Microsoft fire though. Yep. Yep. Fired on NVIDIA as well. Yeah, Meta was huge. I should have grabbed them. I said over 361. Meta probably flies. I'll go fired on it too. Right when we broke 361. Here's the algo firing on Meta. What up, whale? You want to give everyone some inspiration on growing a small account? Because I know you've taken one from 2K to $500,000.
So, as I preach all the time, and Strat knows it, and he proved that he understood it when he did his 2K challenge, I think in November.
Yep. Yep.
So, it's all about compounding those base hits, keeping equal sizing, and just, you don't need to go for the freaking home runs. Home runs are how you blow up. Think about the big hitters in baseball. Yeah, they hit a lot, they hit more home runs than everybody, but how many more times do they strike out, right? So they'll get that home run stat, but they're also going to be striking out a lot more. So if you're shooting for those, you're gonna fuck up a lot more. Sorry, I don't know if this is a family channel or if I can curse. But yeah, if you aim for those home runs all the time, you're gonna get your cheeks clapped. So yeah, you'll hit a few. If you go for like 20 to 30% with options, that's very easily attainable. So if you're shooting for that and you have a tighter stop loss like 10 to 15%, you have a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. And then tomorrow, if you keep your position sizing the same and consistent, so it's a percentage of your account no matter what. So if your account grows, tomorrow your position is slightly bigger for all of your trades. I like to do 20% of the starting value of my account. So if I have $2,000, I could do $400 5 times in that day. If I go up another $200, I can do $440 the following day per position 5 times. If you get 20% on 20% of your account size, that's 4% on the day. That's
huge.
3 days in a row, you outperform the S&P.
Yeah, that's huge.
If you get 4% on the day, it's huge. It adds up really quickly. Same thing goes for if you have a red day, though. If you have a red day, the following day, your position sizes are going to be 20% of your new account balance, so it's going to be slightly smaller. You don't have to worry about, do I scale up here? What should I do? You're gradually scaling up and down throughout the entire building process. And that, I think it takes a lot of the thinking out of it for a lot of people. This is the first time that I'm doing the small account challenge again, that I'm seeing a lot of other people jumping on board. Not necessarily, I don't signal trades or anything like that, but it's in my rules numerous times. This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of people jumping on board and following the rules, and the feedback has been really, really good. The rules are great. Strat knows them, Strat follows them, and you guys are in great hands with Strat, as you all know.
Yeah, we did the same thing. Like, so at the beginning of every day in the 2K in November, basically, I was like, here's our balance, and here's what our trade size is going to be for the day. And if you look at what I just posted, guys, in there, you can see the risk management model that I built in Excel. It basically follows that, right? So on day one, if you start with 2K, and this model assumes you're going to risk 15%, so you got $300 per trade. You can take 6 trades on your cash account, and if you can somehow net 30% of your winners and average 15% of your losers, the daily gain for that day, if you take, 6 trades, would be $135 or 6.8% of your account. So you can see how your risk to reward, if you keep that in line and you make sure you even if you have a 50% win rate, if you keep your losses small, on day 20, hypothetically, you're sitting there with $9,600 and you've done, 436% on your account. So it's not unrealistic to do that. It's not, not impossible. You can see that screenshot at the top there in August, 480%. And then in November, we did like 200 and whatever it was, 300% on the 2K account. So very, very easy to do if you follow the rules consistently.
Yeah, and if you're like, obviously, you need to know how to trade. So you need to know how to enter and exit. The big thing that I always tell everybody, I'm not the best trader. Like my entries and exits aren't always the best. But like technical analysis, like I don't draw my charts. I don't got time for that. So, but Strat is a much better trader than me. There's a lot of other people on Spaces and on Twitter and whatever, much better traders than me. Where a lot of, not saying this applies to Strat, but where a lot of people don't shine is proper risk management and sizing. So those people will have maybe one loss out of 10 trades, but that one loss is going to be significantly larger than their gains on those 9 other trades. So that's where I shine. I might not have the same win rate as other traders, but my risk management allows me. So today, my first trade of the day, I was down. My second trade, I almost went down, but I got lucky because of data. I forgot about the data. So I'll admit, that was all luck. But today, I'm up 8.16% on my on the small account challenge that I started beginning of this year, and I did 4 trades. That's 8% on the account now. On the week, I'm up 63.76% this week. Just from compounding these base hits, sizing up slightly more each day because of the gains that I made the prior day. It really is like when people talk about snowball effects, that's literally how this works. It's literally a snowball effect. The beginning is slow because you have less capital to work with, but you compound it, and before you know it, you're a freaking boulder.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people when we did the account. I was like, it's not going to be sexy making like $100, a day or something like that. But when you have like you have now, when you have a $4,000 account, now you can go enter your trades with, $800 per trade or something like that. And all of a sudden, you win 2 of your trades at like a 30% clip. You had a pretty nice day. You probably made more in one day than what most people make in an entire week. So it's the longevity game. A lot of people get into trading for the wrong reasons. They want to be a millionaire tomorrow. And trading is the quickest. I saw someone tweet this, but it's the quickest way to become a millionaire, but it's also the hardest way. It can be the hardest way to do it too if you don't know what you're doing.
The best way to become a millionaire, in reality, start at a billionaire and then start trading options without knowing what you're doing.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I can show you how to take a $1 billion account to 1 million. But yeah, that's what it's all about, is compounding gains. And I think that's the biggest thing where most people get it confused. Building a small account, they see like a 1K or 2K account and they're like, okay, I'm going to like half port this. And then if I get a 20% win, then all of a sudden my account's up 10% or whatever it is. Right. I'm like, no, that's the complete opposite. Like that's the complete wrong way. If you keep your position sizing consistent, that's the way to grow. Most people, what they'll do is they'll take they'll do that. They'll take they'll go in with a normal 20% of their account. They'll take like a bigger loss than they expected. And on the next trade, they only size in with like 5% of their account. And then they hit a winning trade. And I'm like, well, you're still in the red because you didn't keep your sizing consistent. So that's been the biggest key, I think, like for me and teaching other people, is what Whale preaches, is keep your position sizing consistent as your account grows and as your account shrinks. Just keep it consistent. You don't have to think about it, but you should know every day before you start trading how much you're going into each trade with from a dollar perspective.
Exactly. And I mean, I screwed up a few times on this challenge already because I'm trying to do 1 days instead of 0 days, and I keep accidentally buying the 0 days because I just forget to change the expiration date. But that's on me, just because I'm so used to always buying 0 days that I never even look at the date. So I just gotta retrain myself, but it's been working out. Thankfully.
What's your biggest day that you've had, Whale, like on any of your like small account challenges that you did?
I think my biggest green day as far as dollars.
Yeah, dollars.
My biggest dollar day was actually my biggest dollar day period ever trading was actually in my small account challenge from 2022. where I think I made 150K. I don't even remember. I thought it was 105, and then when I was just looking back at my screenshots the other day, I think it was 150.
So you made $150,000 on an account that you started with 2K.
$2,900.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's where I just want people to like hear that and like let that echo, because it's like people just think like, oh, it's impossible to grow a small account. It's like, no, dude, like you had less than $3,000 in your account. And then eventually with that same account, you did 150K in one day.
Keep in mind, that was at that point, once that one had a slower start because I was using Robinhood. It was 2022, so they didn't have cash accounts yet. So it was a margin account that was limited to 3 trades per week. So that's why I think it took me all the way till March to break above the 25K. This one, I think I'll get there before end of month. Right now, it's sitting at $3,938. But by the end of this month, I'm expecting it, based on my trajectory so far, to be around the 25K mark. It could be
At the end of the month.
Might not happen. I don't have a goal of that. It's just where I think it may be.
How do you stop yourself from like going on tilt? That's the one big thing traders always like, 2 red trades in a day. Like, how do you, what goes in your mind? Like, because a lot of traders, they go red and they're like, ah, shit, like I gotta like, you know, it's like panic sets in and people go on tilt. So like, how do you stop yourself mentally? Like, what do you tell yourself?
My biggest red day was actually me going on tilt, and that was also in that small account challenge. Actually, a few days before my biggest green day, where it was my first time ever trying to trade in front of people. So I set up like a secret channel in the Whalestream server, and I just had a few friends. It wasn't like nobody was paying for it. It was just I was doing very well, and they were struggling in the market at the time. So I was trying to help out, and I was like, oh, I can't type out my trades because they're quick. But if you hop on voice, I'll try and call them out. And I felt an added pressure.
Right.
And then it was like what Strat does, and what all these other guys that have these alert, like these discords where they're telling you their trades and they're typing them out, I can never fucking do that. That adds so, not just like, it's one thing when you're taking a trade and you lose your own money. When you're taking a trade and you know other people are also taking the same trade and they could lose money, it adds so much additional pressure. So hats off to everybody that does do that. But yeah, I felt this added pressure, and it wasn't one trade. It was they didn't have cash accounts back then, so I was still following my 20% rule, but I could take unlimited trades in a day. So I kept just flip flopping all day, digging a hole, and I went down. I think 205 was or 201, something like that. It was just over 200K, my biggest red day ever, and it was in a small account challenge. So at the end of the day, one thing that it didn't phase me as much, because at the end of the day, the way I think about small account challenge, my cost basis was $2,900 on that challenge. The fact that I had 200K to lose in a day, yeah, it sucked. Nobody wants to lose 200K. But the following day, it didn't phase me like, oh my God, I just lost 200K of my money. It was, I'm still up 150K or whatever I was up. So I was able to go into the day, and I'm like, I'll just make it back the same way I made it the first time. I'm just not going to trade in front of people. So that's what I did. But yeah, you don't want to go on tilt. So the cash account does help prevent that. Also, if you're only doing 20% per trade or whatever it is, as long as you follow that rule and really enforce these rules, you really can't go on tilt unless you are an idiot and you decide to size up and you double your position because you want to make back the loss of the other one.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I think that I tried to tell everyone in the small account. It's like we had a drawdown on the small account at one point. I think we were up like 2,300, and then we had a couple red days or like a red week, and we were down like 1,700. And then we just stuck to the course and took it all the way to 8K. So it's like, that's the thing. If you just like anyone that's successful in life, if you stick to a proven strategy, a proven framework consistently, the results are going to be there, you know? And that's like, people just don't get it. They think that it's like a quick workaround. It's like, if you want a 6-pack of abs, right? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to show up to the gym every single day. You're going to eat your meals appropriately every single day. Like, and if you do it every single day, the results will be there. You can't just like, you know, you can't half-ass it basically. Like yeah.
You're not going to get abs overnight. It takes months. You're not going to get rich overnight. It could take years. But if you follow a plan and you're consistent, it adds up. And as long as you're not an idiot and you go full tilt, will do well.
Yeah.
It's just, you have to know your entries. You have to follow your rules. Like my rules are specific to my trading, but at the same time, they can really be applied at the very least the 20%, like the percentage of your portfolio per trade, and at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio can be applied to any fucking strategy. And then it's just a compounding day after day. I don't swing anything, so every day I start with the full cash in my account. I'm a scalper or a day trader. I don't ever swing. The only thing I swing are D's.
DE.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's what I tell people. Like we talk about risk reward a lot. It was like when I go into a trade, if I'm willing to let this thing stop me out at 15, 20%, I want to try and make 30 to 40% if this trade goes in my favor. So every trade I took, I was looking for like, is the upside there for me to take it? Am I taking this in a good entry, or is this is this a subpar setup from a risk to reward? Because if I'm only able to squeeze out 20%, but I'm risking a 20% loss, then I have a break even risk to reward, and that's not going to help me grow the account. So like you said, if you keep a 2-to-1 risk to reward, you can have a 50% win rate. You could win 50 out of 100 trades you take, and you can still go make $1 million a year off of that.
And the other thing is, if you know how to trade, and you take an entry based on a certain setup, and you see that your setup, okay, this isn't happening, you don't have to wait for a -10 or a -15. You should be like, okay, this trade failed. The reason I got in is no longer valid, and sell it for -2%. Who the fuck cares? I'll take a smaller loss. I'll take a smaller win. The great thing about I've been using Aries on this small account challenge. The thing I love most about it right now is that they have trailing stops on options. I don't believe Webull has it. I never used Webull, so I don't know. But when I do small accounts, I like to do them in these platforms because they have the little line chart. So I can tell people it's like an upward hill, and you just want that nice little equity curve that just keeps going up and up and up and up. And then you'll see in both my previous small account challenges, there were days where I fucked up. I think I remember Strat was talking about it in here or in the other thing that used to be in. People were posting it because people were following my small account, like on Twitter. I post the progress, and then I had a big red day because I did what I just said you shouldn't do. I fucked up. No matter who you are, you're gonna fuck up. Don't let yourself fuck up too much.
Well, so what I always say too is like, live to see another day in trading. Like, don't do something today that's going to prevent you from having a good day tomorrow. So to your point, Will, like if you're in a trade for a certain reason and that reason gets invalidated, why would you continue to stay in the trade? Just get out of it and then let yourself have that capital to deploy on the next trade that might, be an absolute home run that you hit. We did the same thing yesterday. Like I think it was we were in Microsoft or something, and I was like, if I would have let one of the I sold something early, QQQ 2 days ago. I sold earlier, went like 700% the day QQQ trended, and then yesterday I took QQQ 300%. But had I have gotten like revenge trading mode and gotten pissed off 2 days ago, I wouldn't have had capital to deploy yesterday when I hit 300% on Qs. So it's all about living to see another day, basically.
If you guys knew how many trades I sell that I take 30% in those contracts go, especially when I trade SPX on my normal in TOS, and unfortunately TOS and they show you what the price of the contract is in your account, no matter if you're in it or not. So I'll see I sold it at $7 per contract. It's at $57 per contract. Why do you put that in my face? It adds like a FOMO to you, and then it makes you like it almost like programs you to try and hold things longer, and then you get fucked. So know your entries, know your exits, or know where you would like to exit. Honestly, there's been a lot of green trades in my small account challenge this year that are smaller than my 20 to 30% goal, because I'll set a trailing stop once I'm up 10% for 8%. So worst thing that could happen is sell for like yesterday, I think I had a 1.8% profit. So Guppy's asking, Aries does not have fees on shares, options, but they do shares or options on like normal tickers, but they do have fees if you're trading futures or indexes. So I think it's at 50 cents per contract on like SPX. And their fills are fucking awesome. So that's why I consider that. I'm like, oh, this isn't bad at all. I have market orders, so I can market in, market out. And the trailing stop is. But it's definitely they're still adding more and more features every day. It's definitely not as robust with features. Yes, there's mobile on Aries. That's how I do it. But I'm not endorsed by them or anything yet. I'm hoping maybe I can work with them because I am probably gonna be looking. But it's honest feedback. I'm not being paid by them at all.
I saw the check. They gave him like $2 million to fund his next account.
If they did, I would be forced to tell you guys that I'm hoping to get them to pay me very soon.
I think you can trade mobile on Aries. I think they have a mobile app. Well, SPY just rejected huge from that key level, guys. Same level.
You know, it's annoying. Somebody actually I wasn't looking. What time did they do that? 11:09. They tagged me and said SPY being man on the 15th.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They tagged me at 11:09 on Twitter.
Yeah. It's that's a big sell. Well, all right. Well, appreciate the inspiration, man.
Love you guys.
Can't wait to see you take it to 25K, and then hopefully you take that thing to $1 million this year. That'd be insane.
That's my goal. I don't really have a goal. I don't have whale stream value handle bias. I don't ever really go into the game with bias because I don't ever swing anything. Or I don't look at charts. I'm very different than most traders. And this is probably the worst advice I can give you guys because I know most traders, you need to do your fucking homework. I scout. I trade what's in front of me. I go into each day not knowing what the hell happened overnight or what setups were forming on the longer time frames. I look at the 1 and the 5. And I'll flip flop all day. I don't give a shit. If it's showing me that you can bounce here, I'm gonna buy calls. If it's showing me it's gonna dump, I'm gonna take a dump. I'm gonna take puts. And that's it. Just don't. Bias is what kills you. But yeah, I don't do like your hours charting as most people. If that's what you're asking.
Yes.
I don't post my trades. I do talk about them on Spaces and stuff, but I don't post them. Someone's asking if I only do it on Twitter. If you want to follow along, I'm not doing it on the whale stream Twitter. I'm doing it on the whale_hello, but the O is a 0. So you can follow the progress, but I'm not tweeting, hey, I'm buying calls here. So just use the rules, use strats, amazing strats, and you guys are in very good hands with Strat. Anytime he comes on Spaces, I blindly follow the shit out of him, which is not recommended.
Yeah, Whale's got a voice for radio. He's got a face for Dudoir shoots too, and Lisa's in Florida, so they can start doing.
Face for radio too.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can do a podcast together, Whale. That'd be pretty cool.
I wanted to do a podcast for a while.
Yeah, I'm actually going on with PB tonight for our first podcast series. So
Peanut butter?
Yep, peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
He's gonna be a little bit older this year.
Oh yeah, I know. He'll finally be 16.
That's my joke because everybody says that he hasn't, like that he's been a certain age.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We're gonna leave here. What do you expect?
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll schedule something. We'll do a podcast about, trading psychology, mindset, growing a small account. I think that would be huge for people.
Let's do it.
All right, man.
So you can get back to the trading.
Perfect.
Love you all, and I'm trading to the moon. Love you, bye.
Later, Will. That dude's the truth, guys. He's one of the best to grow a small account. A lot of people will do it, but a lot of people, here's the thing. A lot of people will grow a small account, or they'll tell you they're doing a small account challenge, right? What happens is they blow up their small account. They don't tell you that they blew it up, and then they start another challenge the next month, and they keep doing it, and they hit like 1 out of 6 challenges that they do. Every single small account that Whale has grown, the first one was 2,900 to like 550K. The next one was like 2,000 to like 50 or 5,000 to 50K or something like that. And this one is now 2,900. And you heard him, or 2,000, you heard him say he's going to try and take it to 50K, 25K by the end of the month, and then 1 million this year. So um, he's the truth. And it's just proof that the strategies work. And no matter what strategy you use, supply and demand, iron condor, trend trading, whatever strategy you use, it's literally all about the risk management. And that's why I hit so much on risk management, guys. I can tell you how to build a watch list. I can tell you the technicals, but if you don't know how to actually manage your risk, you're never going to be able to actually grow the account. Lamp, that Reddit thing you posted, is it insider trading if I bought Boeing puts while I was inside the plane? I'll tell you what, if something happens tomorrow and something goes wrong on my plane, I'll buy United puts or Boeing puts. I'll let you know what the agencies tell me. Door goes flying off mid-flight and you throw like $10,000 into Boeing puts. By the time you land, they're up like 1,000%. You're sitting on $1 million. I think I'll fly private next time. That's insane. Someone's iPhone fell 16,000 feet. You guys remember those cases called the otter boxes? People still have them. Abby's going. I got news. I remember the otter boxes. They were so bulky you couldn't even like put them in your pocket. Especially the rubber ones, they get like stuck on your jeans. I agree with Swag. I think we could see a break. 165 can send it. Gaslamp District meetup. Yeah, I'm down with that. Nice work, Crush. Good work on Microsoft. All right, guys, I'm gonna hold a little bit of Microsoft here. Like I said, the 390s going into the rest of the week here. See if we get something. I do have to jump on a call with the mentorship student. So if you guys need anything from me, let me know. I don't know if actually I have to film the podcast with PB. But good morning so far. In the morning session, 2 hours with the work, 400% on the Microsoft swing, 100% on 95% on Costco. Another 50% on Microsoft, 390 calls, and we'll see if they keep going. One L today was on QQQ. And yeah, keep the losses small. That's what it's all about. Yeah, CS Theory podcast with PB is coming. We're doing the interview today, so it'll probably be out ready maybe by end of the weekend. We'll have it published to YouTube. So yeah, but great day so far, guys. I'll probably put out a watch list in the morning. I just won't be live trading because I'll be traveling, but I'll still put out my morning watch list for you guys, what I'm looking at. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah. My middle name is not Jeffrey, if anyone was wondering, and my last name's not Epstein. Yeah, we actually T-Fan, we use Opus clips. T-Fan, you'll like the guy I'm bringing to Houston. He's my media guy. You guys will get along because I think you guys speak that AI language and all the tools and stuff. We use that. We use frame.io. It's really cool. Like I have like a full-time editor in house now, and if we film something, we send it to him. We have a whole engine that just posts everything to my socials now from a multimedia perspective. I don't even post it. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I got to meet with the mentorship student. So anyone that's keen on the accelerator, let me know. If you have questions about it, let me know. I'll answer those for you. But we're going to get kicked off. Trying to keep it smaller size, so we still have about 5 to 10 spots. I don't want to be too many people in it, but let me know. And we'll get you guys signed up, enrolled, and ready to kick off as soon as we get back from Houston. Yeah, Abdi is getting ready to break 165. All right, guys. Peace out. I'll talk to you guys soon. Watch list will be out in the morning. And then those of you guys that are coming to Houston, I'll see you on Thursday night. And those of you that aren't, I'll talk to you guys back on Voice Friday morning when we're live trading from Houston. So peace out, guys. Great day today. Let's keep up the strong work in 2024. We're going to keep breaking barriers and just growing one day at a time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out, guys, over on YouTube. Appreciate you coming to the stream. Make sure you check out the free trial. We have 14 free days over in Alpine Trading, alpinetrading.io/free-trial. You can check us out, or you can check me out on Instagram as well, strat_trades. That's where I'll be at. And I'll catch you guys on the next live.